As a designer, one of the ways to find it easy to quickly know the right layout for your project is when you learn the habit of disconstructing the world around you, looking for layout elements. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you the designs I saved during the week, and I'm going to share why the designs are successful. But there's a particular design I noticed most designers save a lot on the internet. I know so many of you don't understand why this design looks successful to you. In this video, I'm going to be sharing why the design looks successful to you so you can start applying the principles to your project. So let's start. So I'm going to be sharing why this design is successful because I noticed most creatives use the element in this design the wrong way. The first thing I love so much about this project is the rhythm and the project. When I say rhythm, I'm referring to the repeating of the pie shapes in the project with different sizes. All right. I'm sure you guys can see that this particular pie shape here is different from this. This particular one is different from this, and so on and like that. And that is one of the things that made this project look successful. And the other thing I love so much about the artwork is the part of using gray tone to create distance between the image of the character that we have on the foreground and the pictures clipped in the pie shapes behind the character that we have on the foreground. All right, so the use of the gray tone on the image really creates distance here. Now if you look at the shadow on the guy with the suit on the foreground, you'll notice that the shadow is darker than the shadow that we have on the images that we have behind the character. So that's one of the ways you can create distance in graphic design. And then the other thing that really helped the contrast in this project really balance is the use of the same gray tone on the picture that we have behind the character and not using the gray tone on this particular frame here. This really make the information that we have on this particular frame really pop. All right, so in graphic design, one of the ways you can create contrast through the use of color is when you have the same color on one or more frames and you now use another color on one particular frame. So the frame with another color should carry information that you want people to quickly see. And that's what this designer did here. And the other thing I love so much about this project is the making an element serve another meaning. And what I'm trying to say here is the way this designer changed this pie shape here to an arrow. All right, it's a pie shape, and because this is pointing at this character here, it now made it look like this shape here is an arrow telling us that I need you to focus on this guy here. And this artwork here posts a question that the viewers must answer, which is another thing as designers we need to always make available in our project. We need to learn the habit of creating design that posts questions that the viewers must answer, because the viewers are going to find it difficult to answer the question why this arrow here is pointing at this dude here. They won't have any other choice than to go watch the movie to understand why this pie shape looking like arrow pointing at the character that we have on the foreground. This is a beautiful project. And the other thing I love about this project is the tension in the project. The designer created tension and still maintain balance in the project. And I'm going to show you guys the tension that we have here. Now, if you look at the shape here, it looks big, right? This is looking big. And we now have this information at the bottom here. So it looks as if this shape here is about to drop on this small information, which is the tension in the project. And the balance here is the making the center of the pie shapes, all right, align with the information that we have under the big circle here. All right, and the same information align to each other here, which really made the project balance. This is a beautiful project. It's a very nice touch. So whenever you are trying to use this concept in this project, in your next project, just know that you are to use this type of layout for a project that you are asked to lay emphasis on one very important information on the project. Yes, I know every information in your design project are important, but there are times like the client will say, I want this particular information to stand out. How you can achieve that is through the use of this layout that we have here. And lastly, there's another thing I noticed that this designer did well in this project, and that is, if you look at the pictures in the frame, all right, the designer grouped the pictures through their different type of shots. All right, if you look at this very first image we have here, we have this close-up shots here, and we also have close-up shot here, and also we have medium shot here, and we have another medium shot here. So this and this are the same type of shot. This and these are also the same type of shot. All right, so this will take us to our next project. All right, so this project from National Geographic is another beautiful project I love so much, and the reason why I love this project is because of the layout. I like the fact that the praying mountains here is what made the layout in this project look successful. I'm sure you guys can see the antenna, and that is what the designer used to achieve this layout that we're looking at here. And the other thing I love so much about this project is the using silhouettes, merging the message and the project to the title. All right, so the title of the project is A Bug's Life, and we can see silhouette of bugs in the empty area of the letters. All right, we can still see the letters, beautiful, and we can still see the silhouette inside the letters. And here also we can see the use of elements serving another meaning here, which is similar to the first design that I reviewed. Here we can see this butterfly serving as apostrophe in this project here, and this really made this project look successful. So my point here is you can make an element serve another meaning in your project, which is one of the ways you can create the unexpected in your project. And another cool thing I love about this is because this designer really wants the word real to be visible. If the designer placed the word real here, all right, it's going to be smaller. So what he did was to create an arrow saying, see, the real word needs to be on that side of the project. So he decided to use the arrow to make the viewers know this is the position where the word real need to be. Now see guys, the designer can always move the letter A to this side, all right, and put the word real here. But because the designer want to entertain the viewers, he want to make the project look dynamic, he or she decided to put the word real here, place an arrow here saying, okay, this is where the word real need to be. And that really make this project look successful. My showing you this is not to say, okay guys, whenever you have any project that is related to bug, the next thing you need to do is to go look for this project and copy everything from this project. No, my goal here is for you to save this design. Whenever you are asked to work on any project, see how you can draw inspiration from this project by, let's say, merging a silhouette to your title, like the way this designer did here, to create the unexpected in your project. So that's the reason why I'm showing you guys this design. All right, so let's go straight to our last design in this tutorial. So why I love this design is because of the way the designer played with white space. In fact, white space should be used to project important information in our project. Another good way to use white space is to use white space the way this designer achieved white space here by making it form this figure 1 here. All right, so I decided to show you guys this so as to make you know that you can always use white space to achieve an illustration. All right, so whenever you're asked to work on design projects, see how you can use white space to achieve your illustration, which is what this designer also did here, that made this project look unique and attractive. The same principle that we have here in this project. So I decided to show you guys this so you know that you can always use white space to create an illustration. All right, I'm sure you learned something from this tutorial. Now, if you have not subscribed, remember to hit the subscribe button, because I'm going to be posting more tutorials like this for you to watch. So in order for you not to miss it, remember to click the post notification bell, and also give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Guys, let's touch lives together. Okay, let's help other creatives. Share this video with other designers, and if there's anything you want to share with me, drop it in the comment section of this video. I'll do my best to reply you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.